What's up, everybody? Tarris Horton here for Ask Tarris Horton. I'm going to jump into the Facebook top 10 posts of the week. Number 10 comes from my dude Levi Jones. It's called Play the Cards You're Dealt. And it says, how many books do you see? Well, that's a tricky question. It depends on if you're playing Joker, Joker, Deuce or not. I'm looking at the big Joker, the little Joker, the Ace, King, and if you're playing Joker, Joker, Deuce, the baby Joker. That's 5 for sure. Then you have the Ace of Hearts. Then you play the King of Diamonds to see if the King of Diamonds is going to flow. If the Demon Flamenco flows and doesn't get cut, then you follow up with the Ace of Diamonds. You have the King of Clubs also. Let that fly. You're looking at 7 books and 2 possible. And if you're on my team, we're going to put the wheels on that mug and we're going to let it roll. If you did not understand the translation of what I just said, ask someone who's been in the military or jail. You can ask a black friend or a white friend who has black friend play spades. Number 9 comes from Candy Maria Shara, and it says, my mama said, I can't ride with you unless you put down a towel. All I want to know is where's this man's underwear? We all know crack kills. Number 8, I'll call this Trump rap. It comes from Fred Robinson Jr. from Radcliffe. A man's getting sick of getting harassed by the police. He wrapped his truck with Trump signs and Trump stickers. Now, if I'm a police officer off rip, I am going to find some suspicion in a black man driving a Ford F-150 wrapped with Trump pin stuff all over. So I'm pulling you over off rip. Woo! What's wrong with you? Number 1. What you hiding? Number 7 goes to my dude Andre Williams. It's called The Worst Advice Ever. Trying to conversate in 2018. Nice guys truly do finish last. That's something I know a lot about. Instead of asking for a pic of her body, ask for the pic of the book that she's reading. Buy it, text her the pic, and have a book club date to convert. Turn the pages of her mind. Good afternoon, beautiful. What book are you reading today? What book are you reading? We can read it together. Bitch, I ain't reading no books. I don't know who told you that this might work, but let me tell you, that's not gonna work. You have a better chance with the Tinder and the Bumble, the swiping and all that swipey swipe stuff. Number 6 comes from my dude, Rom Beagle. What up, Rom? You Trump-loving mother lover. Love you, Rom. Let's take politics. We're on the left. Let's throw the politics to the right. And if you're on the right, let's throw the politics to the left. And let's swim right around there in the middle. It says, my president, please do this. Look like the boss you are. I'm telling you, man, I've got to admit that Donald Trump does look better like this. He kind of reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wouldn't you like to see Stone Cold Steve Austin walk into a meeting, brushing some brews? You would know that we mean business. As leader of the free world, Donald Trump, come on, shave off that shit you got on the top of your head. Get in there like a badass. Number 5 comes from my dude, Keith Wilson. What up, KO? She told me she was stripping to feed her kid, but want to curse me out when I put 7s of green beans on the stage. I hate strip clubs. I don't particularly hate strippers. There's a purpose for everything. This trick that I used to use when I went to the strip club called the make it sprinkle. You would take a roll of quarters, instead of making it rain, you throw the quarters up in the air and you just make it sprinkle. But with it being Thanksgiving coming up, strippers should not be too particular about what kind of things that they get. You could make green bean casserole. That's something to think about. Number 4, I'm calling Section 8. By Michelle Russell, who always has excellent content. I don't want to break up a happy home. If you're on Section 8, he ain't supposed to be there anyway. Now this post right here gives me opportunity to teach. In the Reagan era, Reagan said, if I take 3 generations, the grandmother, the mother, and the daughter, dependent on the government, we will eliminate the middle class. We'll have the rich and we'll have the poor. Started off with government cheese. In the 80s, everybody had government cheese. And you've never had a grilled cheese sandwich until you had a government cheese. And then what they started giving the food stamps out. Swallow your pride and go in there and be like, oh yeah, I need some help. And that was the double down. And the triple down was the Section 8. When they said, we'll give you housing vouchers, all you have to do, tell me who the baby daddy is. He don't pay the state, we gonna lock his ass up. Hence, roaming the industrial complex system and the privatized jail. This was by design to eliminate the middle class. First it started with the government cheese, then it went to food stamps, then it went to eliminating the man, take fathers out of the household. We don't need you. You can get out of here. My daddy, Uncle Sam, is gonna take care of me better than you can, because you can't even find a job. So go on, beat it, square. Number 3 comes my dude Rashawn Armstead, DJ Ghost. And he posts, Loco brothers ran the city. They started a lot of shit y'all don't even know about. I must agree, being loco. Let's break it down. If there was no Scott, Josh, T-Roy, AVS, Brandon Perry, we have moved on to bigger and better things. Scott is with Andrew Listerman and Wolves of Wall Street, Joy McFarlane at the red carpet for Riveting Entertainment's release in Beverly Hills. Josh Huser, Mad Youth, brings you things like Bourbon Fest and Blink. You got AVS, who brought you The Weeping Supergirl. He is involved with the sculpture of Ezra Charles. Myself, T-Roy the Country Boy, Cutman Barbershop, Ask Tarris Horton. I'm gonna break it down to you in small doses. Webisode called It's a Loco Mad Country World, coming to you soon, but I'm gonna break it down to you just a little bit without no Loco Brothers means no Self-Diploma. Loco Brothers, DJ Hayes or DJ Ghost. Self-Diploma, there be no DJ Clockwork, DJ E-Train, which Clockwork was on Mac Miller's tour. DJ E-Train, DJ for Bengals and Cincinnati Reds, and the list goes on and on. With the coolest party, Snoop Dogg, Justin Timberlake, Nick and Jessica. We are still running the city in different ways. We're behind the scenes putting things together, and I hope that you know that and respect it. Number 2 comes from my dude from Elizabethtown, Matt Clausen. You cannot treat people like garbage and worship God at the same time. Well, and I beg to differ. I can remember when I was going to church, this lady, she cussed me out in the parking lot, called me all kinds of sums of bitches, assholes, and MF. She even called me an N-word and told me to take my black ass back to Africa. That really happened? And then I walk into church during praise and worship, and I look over to the right, they were singing, "How great is our God." She had her hands in the air praising God like nothing ever happened. We were walking out the church, I looked over and I was like, you know, you just cussed me out, messed up, and then you in here praising and worshiping good godly stuff. She looked at me and she said, well, Jesus died on the cross for my sins, so everything's forgiven. And number 1 comes from Nikki Danger. Give a man corn, feed him for a day. Teach a man how to grow corn, rapes your wife, kills you, and steals your land. As we approach the Thanksgiving Day, let's not lose focus of what Thanksgiving should be about. It should be about giving thanks for the blessings that you have, to spend time with your family. If you do choose to celebrate, I challenge you to celebrate it for the right reason. Let's not lie that the pilgrims that came over and made peace offerings with the Indians, they stole the land. Let's think of Thanksgiving as a time to spend with your family, thankful for the blessings and the love. That being said, I would like to say thank you everybody for tuning in to Ask Tarris Horton Top 10 Facebook Post of the Week. We hit a record number last week. Once again, in the disclosure, if you do not want me to use your name, pictures, your post, your likeness, do me a favor and delete me. Till then, see you next week. Peace.